Back at it again, people. We right back at it. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops the Great. Oh boy, I'm gonna see if I can make it through this video. Because YouTube got this little thing about watching that first little 4-5 minutes and how you talk before you whatever. I'm gonna try my best, but I appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps with the YouTube police. Now, if you don't know, let me explain. YouTube police. It's no different than you being at the house, having a whole little vibe, chilling, smoking, and doing what you do. The police come to the door, open up. Mess your vibes up, right? Mess your vibes up bad. Same thing. All I'm asking for. So that way, while we doing what we do, because we turn up from time to time. Just keep them out the business. Also, if you find my incense distracting, leave a comment. Let me know. Hey, incense smoke distracted. I got a thing about incense, and it's hard to do the show without an incense burning. But if it's distracting y'all, definitely let me know. I'll move it around. Question for the show. Because y'all all know by now. I could tell by the thumbnails told you everything. So the question is Ye's apology real? Or is it just promo for his album that's supposed to release any day or any week, whatever is coming out? I don't really plan to participate, but we got to talk about this because I really was going to just gloss over this whole topic because I already know where I got Kanye at in my mind. I'm not really messing with him. You know what? It's distracting to me, so I'm gonna move it. 1 second. Let's move this joint. There we go. We'll put it over there. I already got Kanye in a little box, kind of stored away. It's kind of like having summer clothes in the winter. You throw it in the box, tape it up, put it away. But after this little apology he just gave out, I'm seeing people have a newfound sense of forgiveness. And I ain't with it. So we're going to talk about Kanye the way, we're going to say Kanye because I'm not doing that yay crap. We're going to talk about Kanye the way he needs to be talked about. The way he deserves to be talked about. And it took me a minute to find the right reaction because in a lot of the videos I was watching, people kind of timid. They not really going at this topic like I thought we should all be going at this topic, specifically black people. Specifically black people. But since they don't want to take the baton and run with it, we can do it. I done rolled up. I know my lighter around here somewhere. I got my drink poured. So we gonna figure this thing out because I can't do it. I can't do it. As soon as I find where did my lighter go? That's crazy work. Look, this is the devil at work. Okay, there we go. So I found the right reaction. And shout out to Curtis King. I got an announcement at the end of the show too. It kind of ties in with Curtis. But shout out to Curtis King because he attacked this topic with the proper vigor. I would even go as far as to say he gave, if 10 is what you're supposed to give, he gave a 9.5, 9.2. I'm gonna give the whole 10. I've had enough. I had enough of the excuses. So we're gonna get to the reaction. Let's get to the reaction. Because I need to smoke. Because I see me I'm about to go off already. Because we're going to get through this, y'all. We're going to get through this. Let's go. Let me get everything. The screen shared.
I want to read this directly from the source. What is this fine. Jesus. I will do my best. I feel like I have brain damage reading this. To those I've heard, it says 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw and caused injury to the right frontal lobe of my brain. At the time, the focus was on the
Real quick, for those who don't know, because it matters in this instance where he put this apology. If I'm not mistaken, it was like the Wall Street Journal or some mess like that. When I seen where he put this mess, I knew what kind of time he was on. Because if he really wanted to reach us, when I say us that was supporting him and his little fancy little backpack when he first popped out on the scene. There's plenty of hip hop outlets to go to. I mean, I'm sure Joe Budden would have loved to get an interview off this. Or if we just want to keep it in the written word, there's still hip hop outlets out there that do the written word. He could have went there. Or how about an all black read it on publication to show an actual genuine attempt to endear yourself to the black community. We didn't get that. How many of y'all really reading the Wall Street Journal or wherever he put this mess? How you say you put an apology out there for us if you didn't put it somewhere for it to reach us? He think we stupid. Naive, whatever. No, I like stupid. The insult that you get with stupid, I want to stick with that. He think we stupid. Let's go.
visible damage, the fracture, the swelling, and the immediate physical trauma. The deeper injury, the one inside my skull, went unnoticed. I don't like the tone of this one starting off with sympathy for me when it's supposed to be an apology for others, but that is a choice. I don't know what PR did this, but I'm not a fan of those type of explanations. Comprehensive scans were not done. Neurological exams were limited, and the possibility of a frontal lobe injury was never raised. It wasn't properly diagnosed until 2023. The medical oversight caused serious damage to my mental health and led to my bipolar type 1 diagnosis. As unfortunate as that is, this is echoing some of the same issues people already have, which is me. This happened to me. It is unfortunate that happened to you. But that's not the way that you start off an apology. Because when you do the act, you disregard anything that these folks are going through mentally as well. When somebody that they look up to, when their wires are not connecting, someone they look up to is acting like this. But this is a choice. It says bipolar disorder comes with its own defense system. Oh, now we're getting an education denial. When you're manic, you don't think you're sick. You think everyone else is overreacting. You feel like you're seeing the world more clearly than ever, when in reality you're losing your grip entirely. Once people label you as crazy, you feel as if you cannot contribute anything meaningful to the world. It's easy for people to joke and laugh it off, when in fact there is very serious, debilitating disease you can die from. According to the World, now we're quoting the World Health Organization.
Do anybody think he actually wrote this himself? Can you picture Kanye sitting at his little desk or big desk? He got bread. We ain't gonna play him like he little out here. Pause, just in case somebody want to be weird. It's bugging me out. But picture him sitting at his Donald Trump-esque desk, scrolling away. To whom it may concern, Black community, I love you. Like, I feel like it's a certain tone you supposed to strike when you write an apology. It just sounds very bland, full of excuses. But we're gonna hear it out before I really get into my little bag, because he got us fucked up. I'm gonna say it again for those in the back. He got us fucked up.
Doing this before you do the rollout of bully, somebody gonna have to tell the truth and I'm gonna tell it, is a decision. DIYers, real quick reminder. If you enjoy these reactions and you want to go a little bit deeper, we got a private Patreon community waiting
left this
for you.
in here
On the
because I
Patreon,
want
you get
everybody
access to a
check
private
Curtis out,
Discord, early videos, and full replays of the live streams that you won't see anywhere else. So if you support independent media and want to actually be a part of the process, hit the Patreon link down below in the description. Join the DIYers and let's keep this independent. #RR. According to the World Health Organization and Cambridge University, people with bipolar disorder have a life expectancy that is shortened by 10 to 15 years on average, and a 2 to 3 times higher all-cause mortality. I'm sorry, some of this is blurry to read. Mortality rate than the general population. This is on par with severe heart disease, type 1 diabetes, HIV, and cancer, all lethal and fatal if left untreated. Are you suffering from any of those, sir? And why is this being mentioned right now? The scariest thing about this is,
y'all know why it's being mentioned. It's kind of like, if you watch this show, that means you up late night. Well, I guess not really. You can watch it whenever, but if you catch this show when it first come out, that means you up late night. I mean, you up at that 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock a.m. type time. So I reckon that quite a few of you have seen those commercials with the sad kitten missing an eye and the dog that's got 3 legs and he just hobbling that one shoulder, just bouncing like this. They show you this and then it's a slow-mo head turn and you see they do that on purpose to pull out the sympathy. Actually, I'll go a step further than sympathy. You almost feel guilty, like you the reason that dog boogalooing like that with 3 legs, or that cat ain't got no eye and can't smell out this nut or whatever. Like, this is what he did. Whoever wrote this for him, because I suspect he didn't write that at all. He gets no sympathy from me. But that's what the goal of these extra tidbits that don't really fucking matter. That's what they added for. You tug on your Johnny or Jen Gooddoer heartstrings. Oh, Kanye, you've gone through so much with. Nah. Don't let that man play you. You're not obligated. We are not obligated to feel bad for this man. Regardless of what he may or may not be going through, guess what? He still had it better than all of us. Damn near. There's people going through this that don't have access to his money. So I can surmise that they're doing drastically worse than him. So, no.
disorder is how persuasive it is when it tells you you don't need help. It makes you blind, but convinced you have insight. You feel powerful, certain, and unstoppable. I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. Some of the people I love the most, I treated the worst. You endured fear, confusion, humiliation, and the exhaustion of trying to love someone who was at times unrecognizable. Looking back, I became detached from my true self. There's a lot of truth in that. I can see that being something that is starting to sit in with him. That these decisions that I have made have had a negative effect on a lot of the people that have tried to help me in this situation. In that fractured state, I gravitated towards the most destructive symbol I could, the swastika.
You tell me what sickness in this world just lead people to the swastika? Okay. Okay, I became a evil-hearted bastard because I was not feeling well. And my mind had me confused. I thought the swastika represented Jesus, and I was going that. Oh, like, help me understand. I'm not buying. And it's supposed to be your woman that led you to this? Have we not known for years, or since he been with that heifer, that he run things? What drive his car? You can't tell me Kanye don't look like the dick drive his car, not pussy type. So miss me with that. Miss me with that too. I'm done with dude, and y'all should be done with dude too. He about to try to play you again. That's what Kanye do. He play people. Let's let the cat out the bag. Let's address the elephant in the room. He's a hustler. He hustled us as people. He hustled black people. That's all he do, going around hustling.
And even so, t shirts bearing it. One of the difficult aspects of having
This man made t-shirts. This man made t-shirts. So you so mentally out and sick to where you know how to run a bit. We selling t-shirts. That's a business. So in his debilitated state, he was able to conduct a thought to profit off of hate. Wow, you must be really sick, bruh. Hey, if that's what being mentally sick gets you, what am I doing wrong in life? Maybe we should. This dude ready to hustle.
bipolar 1 are the disconnected moments, many of which I cannot recall, that lead to poor judgment and reckless behavior that oftentimes feels like an out of body experience. Why did your out of body experience lead to Nazis? Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it. Did you get an upgraded mental health disorder that leans you into to racism, that leans you into
For profit, let's not forget the important part. He profited off of hate. People want to get on their little channels, and maybe we should give him man, shut up. Man, playing us. That's our problem. I'm gonna get to that.
like, why is that something that is even in your wheelhouse? Because at some point in time, while these decisions are being made, at some point in time, somebody has to say, "Are you sure about that?" I don't want to diagnose it, but I think these things are very. This is the narcissism at the core of it that is hard to sympathize with at times, because it's like, then why aren't all people who are going through this lean into the same shit? And maybe I know I'm already painting it with a very broad brush. I am not trying to be insensitive to anybody in here or anybody with a family member that is going through that, but it's hard not to call bullshit on.
That's another thing about it, right? There are real life people that actually have to live with this, go through this. So he kind of laughing in their face too. Without the funding, the money that he has. I have this thing in my mind, and I could be wrong. It's hard to be sick when you got money. I said it that way for a reason. I didn't say money. I said money. Like, I could be bugging. I could be off my rocker. If I'm right though, and he just playing the promo game like he do every time he got something coming up, then you gotta admit Kanye is a dark, sick bastard. Dark. If this all turned out to be fugazi like I think it is, I mean diabolically dark. Hey, that one song was Heartless. Well, I don't know the title, but he might have been describing himself. How could you be so heartless? I got food too. At some point, dog, I'm like, didn't we all snap out of it and wake the fuck up with this dude? That's a real question. This man clowning us. Don't go. He about to put out an album. He's a musical genius. So what? So what? Go it out. Go it out. There's plenty of music out here. Go it out. Let's go.
Some of this. He goes on to say, the out-of-body experience, I regret and I am deeply mortified by my actions in that state and am committed to accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. It does not excuse what I did, though. I am not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish people. So they still get an apology before we do. Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it. This is a choice. This is a choice. They get an apology before we do. The we being the people that lifted you up. They get an apology.
Feel played yet? Because I know some of y'all out there waffling. Which means you gonna buckle at the knees. Oh, he dropped. You're gonna be the one up at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whenever. Yeah, smoke you a blunt, get you some sleep. I promise you, you're gonna come out happier. And you keep your sense of pride intact. Fucking with Kanye at this point is literally like throwing your pride out. If you black and you still fucking with Kanye, you did this with your pride. You just, I don't need that. If I'm wrong, y'all can tell me in the comments I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. And I suspect that you know I'm not.
Another one. They get a double dose. You went and kissed the ring of a person I have never heard of, but I know is very big within their community. You went and kissed the ring and gave them an apology twice before you doubled back and gave us one. After, don't worry about it. We'll go through all of those moments. I think that this is unfortunate. I had more hope for this one because I saw some of the reaction. People saying it was a great apology.
See? When he went to go have the sit down, which is bending the knee to the rabbi, which is whatever, because you wronged them too. The first thing that came to my mind was, how they get a sit down like Godfather style, like that level of respect. Like, what major black leader did he do that with? And apologize for slavery that wasn't real. That right there killed it for me. That killed it for me. What? Oh, because slavery was an expensive amount of time. You felt like since freedom didn't happen sooner within that time, those black people were cool with it. It was all good. Maybe it's because history doesn't write about every single black person that attempted to escape and was then slaughtered. You don't write about them. Nobody think about them. Their lineage didn't go on. Goof. Like, dude goofy. Dude is goofy.
He says to the black community, which, by the way, black is lowercase. I'm sorry. Fuck that. All that shit matters, bro. Fuck that. All that shit matters. Why is black?
You see why I said I use Curtis King? Shout out to Curtis King. Let's have some kind of temperament about this situation and stop being so passive. Like, so they worthy of a sit down. And again, this is not an attack on the Jewish community. This is his direct path of thinking, however limited it may be. Jewish community rabbi, major figure. None of that happened with us. And then when we get a formal apology in this wonderfully written document here, how you, like, you know how they say the little things matter? I'm saying it's little things matter. Like, two things could have changed. I won't say it would have changed my tune because I still feel how I feel. But I could at least have some sympathy for people who like, yo, maybe we should give him a chance. Had he spoke directly to us, black people, first and foremost, and like he was saying earlier with the tone of giving out all of these reasonings for why you should be empathetic to what I'm about to say to you next. The timing of this album is just like cherry on top. Like, oh yeah. And there it is. I smelled the rollout around here somewhere. I smelled the rollout. Hey, you smell that? Something coming soon.
Lowercase but Jewish people is uppercase. Why is black lowercase? To the black community, which held me down. This is still about how they served you. Help me down through all of the highs and lows in the darkest of times. The black community is unquestionably the foundation of who I am. I am so sorry to have let you down. I love us. In early
You notice how he never gave the examples of how he hurt us or how he disappointed us? Yeah, he covered us in what, like 2 sentences? 2 sentences. Like, I remember having arguments about Kanye because it was cats way back then when he first came out. OG seen through this dude, and I vouched for him. Like, man, I'm sick that he turned out how he turned out now. I'm sick. Like, I'm in my mind, I'm just going back to when maybe I should have known when he did that whole Beyonce deserved the award. Maybe even in that moment, he was already in his new way of thinking. This is the same man that got on national TV and said the president didn't care about black people. And y'all can pump fake if y'all want to, but in that moment, we was all, at least for in that moment, if not from there going forward, you was fucking with Kanye. And this is a hell of a pendulum swing. All that mess that happened in between, and he didn't mention none of it.
2025, I fell into a 4-month. There we go again. There we go again. Anybody who's seen it, you know what this part is. This is the part where we make it about, I need to get your empathy because I know what I'm saying is not going to land. In early 2025, I fell into a 4-month-long manic episode of psychotic, paranoid, and impulsive behavior that destroyed my life. This is unfortunate. As the situation became increasingly unsustainable, there were times I didn't want to be here anymore. That is supremely unfortunate. Having bipolar disorder is not a state of constant mental illness. Having bipolar disorder is not a state of constant mental illness. When you go into manic episode, you are ill at that point. When you are in an episode, you are completely normal. And that's when the wreckage from the illness hits the hardest. Hitting rock bottom a few months ago, my wife encouraged me to finally get help. I have found
I don't know how y'all look at that, but I just see a man using his woman as a chess piece. Again, they supposed to be selling this whole family. We a family. She cares about me. I got somebody that depends on me, loves me. This, all that empathy, like he said. But I'm looking at some other stuff beyond. Bro, you're using your woman. For real. This is me and you. This is me and you, bro. You using your woman as a chess piece. Diabolical. I mean, if you committed to the cause, go ahead with it. But, ooh, that's some strange level of savagery, my man. You got it. Like, don't get me wrong. I done some chicanery myself, but I never did that. Not like, you know, a little floozy in the street. Hey, you in the game, you in the streets, woo woo, whatever. But your girl, you like your one? Come on, bro. That's crazy that you would do that. Nobody even talking about that part. They don't even see it. Well, I see it. That's snakish, bro. That's some snakish.
Comfort in Reddit forums?
Wow.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. I have found comfort in Reddit forums? I have found comfort in Reddit forums that can be made by any and anybody, including bots.
AI. There's AI Reddit forums, bro.
Different people speak of being in manic or depressive episodes of a similar nature. The reason I bring that up is because it's been well known that a lot of those Reddit posts that go the most popular, allegedly, it's well known that those posts are done that way so that companies can run ads on them. You're dealing with depression. Here's the thing to soothe you. Here's a convenient ad that pops up. Now, when we talk about the entrance of AI into the conversation, it makes it even more fluid. Reddit post, my nigga, like, this is a moment where you don't show up with an apology in the fucking Wall Street Journal. This is a time when you show up with an actual doctor that you've been talking to, who can understand on many levels and even kind of like give like a little bit of context and challenge and some pushback like therapists do. Hey, that's no. You're doing it again. Because that's the one thing he has not had that has happened. Yeah, 4chans are also sitting there on Reddit. So was the red pillars. Different people speaking of different situations. I read their stories and realized that I was not alone, which is very comforting for anybody, I'm sure. It's not just me who ruins their entire life once a year, despite taking meds every day and being told by the so-called doctors in the world that I am not bipolar, but merely experiencing symptoms of autism.
This is where you missed me at. Again, I mean, it's a whole bunch of BS. If you felt you were misdiagnosed, how come we ain't hear nothing about no lawsuit, no investigation? This is Kanye freaking West. If he was really worried about himself health-wise, or if she was panicking about him health-wise, I'm saying, if TMZ could be all up Corey Holcomb butt, and he not nowhere near the level of celebrity as a Kanye West, he not global. Kanye West is. The way he read that, he reading off like medical malpractice. Some shit that shit just gets investigated. Lawsuits are submitted in. Nothing all this time, huh? This whole apology week is weak. And I've been looking all through these here YouTube spaces while I'm at work. Got it on the earbuds. Listen to everybody like, y'all are gullible. And then I caught Curtis's. Well, finally, bet. I got to talk about this. Because I see us getting played. When I say us, I'm including myself at the end of the day because I am a black person. We are a group. He trying to play us. Why? Just like the same way most things in hip hop. We the money. You need us to be participating in whatever thing you put out. We the money. You want to get to selling bundles and whatever else you do, we the money. You want to go on tour and all that, we the money. VIP passes, we the money. That's why you want to mention all this A1 day once my wire shut, because you try to tie in those of us who were with you back then. Bucko. Your game nice. You can't. It's not that nice. I see YOLO play. Don't y'all buy into that mess? Hey, like, comment, subscribe. We've been rocking for a minute, smoking and drinking and everything. You know, we chilling. We chilling. We calling out some lives. We smoking, sipping, we chilling. But you still gotta like, comment, subscribe, and all the other good stuff, especially the comments. I know most people be like, you subscribe. I'll be on the comments. And I know I've been slipping. So my comments sections are going to get hit. I'm going to be able to respond on. I'm working it out. So far, I know for sure on Fridays. I'm gonna try to get like a Tuesday, Wednesday in there, so that way I can really, because I got a boatload of comments that I need to get to, and I do apologize to y'all if you know you got a comment on one of my videos and I ain't hit you back yet. This Friday, I'm sitting down with the Henny. I'm gonna roll up and I'm just gonna be get my comments on. So I'm gonna get you, but we're gonna get a couple more ticks in on this and we'll call it.
As a father of a child that is on the spectrum, fuck you, Kanye. Symptoms of autism? Come on, nigga. Symptoms. Are you pregnant or not? Symptoms. So we treat it like a disease. Okay. All right. So in the same breath that we're apologizing, these niggas suck at apologies. In the same breath that we're apologizing, we're also going to probably insult some of the children of them same lowercase black folks. All right, bro. You got it, bro. You got it. Quote, symptoms of autism. My words as a leader and I'm not saying that to say that autism does not have its symptoms, but the way it's presented here is he's angry about his doctors not being transparent with him, and then them just basically labeling it as symptoms of autism.
Should we go back to the medical malpractice? At the very minimum, we would have got he felt a way about the way he was treated, and he hired someone, an attorney, whatever, to have his situation investigated. This is a man with money. This is a man with means. You felt that strongly about your mental health. With the money he allegedly has, hey, I don't really do the pocket watcher. That's not a man thing. That's whack. But off of what be out in the ether. I'm just saying. Let's not ignore what's directly in front of us. For this next project, this man needs to feel us saying, no, not this time. We good. But you're the best. That's it. Ain't nothing else to say. Got a new project. That's what's up. Good luck with that, my boy. And keep it pushing. Unfazed, unbothered. Something else coming up. Baby Keem got something coming, I'm sure, or we'll see. You know, we gonna be okay without this one. Let it go.
Which I call cap on, because it sounds like that's what somebody categorizes the information they've been given. So here's a problem. Here's a problem, and I'm sure any mental health expert can say this. You want me to listen to a sober thought from someone who's told you their thoughts can change at a moment's notice and go manic. You want me to judge these as sober thoughts because those are the ones that I agree with, but I can't look at these and say, Wait. There's something that's a little bit unbalanced even in this conversation. I don't know. For those who say it's not that deep, you probably won't enjoy it here anyways. As I find my words as a leader in my community have real global impact and influence. In my mania, I lost complete sight of that. As I find my new baseline and new center through an effective regime of medication, therapy, exercise, and clean living, I have newfound, much needed clarity. I am pouring my energy into positive, meaningful art, music, clothing, design, and other new ideas to help the world. Boy, oh boy, dare I say Jesus complex, God complex again? I'm not asking for sympathy or a free pass, though I aspire to earn your forgiveness. I write today simply to ask your patience and understanding as I find my way home. I think that people were already providing that without having to ask for it. This apology did not need to happen in this way, especially when there's rumblings of that Bully album being on the way out. I don't like the timing. And that last line for me just kind of reads as, it's me. Like, dog.
I didn't think about that part. This is something when I watch Curtis, I'm like, hey, that's something. It's pretty fair to say, right, that he didn't just get this information like just now, within the last 72 hours, right? He's probably had this information for a while. So why would you then wait until the alleged release of your new project to let this information out to the public? Right? A little funky. Smell a little funky. I'm just saying, look, I'm just trying to keep us as solid. I don't want us to look like goofies. Rocking with this dude. All right, we're going to do a little bit more. We're going to close this one out.
Okay, well, can we please explain these situations right here? Maybe one of these might be a little bit on the fence, but let's go ahead and document some of those things that we're probably apologizing here for. May 1st, 2018, Kanye says, when you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Ye did this during his pre-album press, by the way. April 2018, the quote, praise Trump as having dragon energy. Ye error once again.
I forgot about that. October
2019, Democrats have brainwashed black people, which I don't all the way disagree with.
That's fair.
But I do feel like Jesus' King promotion was one of the greatest grifts in music history. I tell you what. Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it. That was one of the greatest grifts in history. Why? Because the product was so beautiful. There's a song of SWV, Rain on Me. The flip of that, oh man, that disarms me. If I'm ever angry and they play, let's rain down on me. I just didn't like the fact that the way I perceived it was, I got the niggas mad. How do I get the niggas back? Take
the original
church.
Version, that's it.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it. What's the easiest way to a nigga's soul? Let's feed him some soul food. Let's bring the church in here. Matter of fact, let's bring the most beautiful, predominantly black choir we know and have them singing on the plane and giving people really good feelings. You go straight to religion. That's how you get the Negroes back on your side. Some of us read that shit for what it was.
I fell for that one.
As you went on there and went to these,
I did.
these mega churches saying, I can't really put the thoughts together, even though I write lyrics sometimes, but I just feel like. While doing the Jesus is King promotion, July 19, 2020, Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. Excuse me? That was during his 2020 presidential campaign rally. October 3rd, 2022, wore White Lives Matter shirts with Candace Owens, called BLM a scam. This was also during the Yeezy Season 9 fashion show. You see a pattern happening here? October 2022, he said George Floyd died from fentanyl and not.
Yep, that did it. Yeah, that did it. Man, fuck dude, man. Fuck Kanye. For real. We can't fuck with dude. I had one lingering thought. I'm just trying to make sure I say it the right way. This is gonna be harsh. It's gonna be harsh. Two things that we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. If you take nothing away from this video, just take these two things. Because I think this is two things that's good for us as a people. Sometimes, and I love the big heart that we tend to have as a people. Sometimes we are too fucking forgiving. Sometimes you can't forgive some shit. And leave them outside in the cold. Because clearly they've done more than one thing for us to get to a point where we stop. We be too forgiving. That big heart we got as a people sometimes be our weakness. And part two. And they kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing, but just saying it in a different way. Because sometimes you got to say stuff a certain way for certain people to get it. You got to know when it's time to throw somebody out the boat. Yes, that's me saying it's time for us as a people to throw Kanye out the boat. And I understand. I get it. Musical savant. I get it. That don't undo all the bad. The myriad of just the treasure trove of bad that he's done. At some point in time, we're going to have to start showing that there are consequences. There's a consequence for selling us off like that. You don't get to use us to get established and grow and then get to a point regardless of what you're dealing with. Throw us away. We the dirty doormat. After you done stood all on our back and head and neck trying to, because we wanted you to go up. That's the fucked up part. We wanted you to go up. But not go up and be what you is right now, nigga. That's whack. That's whack. That's fucked up. And he need to go. Stop messing with this dude. Previous video, I said several times over, and actually quite a few videos, we're supposed to be returning back to the real, right? Done with the bull. Done with the bull. We on real now. Okay, let's act like it did. Consequences. Sorry, musical genius. We can't rock with you. That's it. How hard is your life really gonna be without his music anyway? And his clothes was ugly. So who was really rocking that shit? Goofies that was probably paid celebrity wise to wear it. And then some of y'all weirdos wore it because who you was listening to, he had it on. So let me get them. I mean, had y'all walking around in a garbage bag. He had y'all walking around in garbage bags. So y'all thought y'all was suited. Like, hey, stop letting that man play y'all like y'all goofies. Let him go. I get it. Because he was supposed to be one of our greats that we were supposed to be able to beat our chest on. It's cool. Our soldiers don't make it. We just lost one. We need to admit that. But I'm oops great. This is Kush Equilibrium. Appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Please, please, please. You see it at the bottom of the screen. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Like, comment, and subscribe. Help me take care of them YouTube police. So when we drinking and smoking and doing what we do and talking about what we talking about up in here, they not in our business. You feel me? Appreciate y'all. Until the next time is the next time.